This is your Windsor, Colorado real estate market update for July 2022. My name is Andy Hawbaker. I'm a licensed realtor with 8Z Real Estate in Windsor, Colorado. And I'm going to go through all of the most recent data, the sales data from June 2022. And we're going to talk about all the major factors. And at the end of this video, we're going to talk about what it means for you, whether you're a buyer or a seller. The reason I'm making this video is that I think it's really important to, if you're in the grocery store or you read news headlines saying that the market is going to crash or that the market's changing, I think that all needs to come back to a discussion about the data. And that's what this video is all about, is the Windsor, Colorado most recent market data. Okay, so this first slide here, we're going to talk about Windsor, Colorado. I have broken up attached and detached. So attached is going to be a condo and a townhome, and detached is going to be your single family homes. I've broken them up because the prices are very different from those, and it's really two different people who are buying them. So I want to just kind of keep that separate. So the new listings for single family homes was 125 in the month of June. That's a 4.6% decrease over last year. So we're still getting new homes on the market. 125 is a pretty good number for the month. For attached homes, it was 13, so not nearly as many attached homes coming onto the market. Let's dive into the next one here. For the condos and the townhomes, there were 20 closed sales. That means actual transactions closed. That is up 17.6 from the previous year. And the closed number of single family homes was 94, which is down quite a bit from last year. Now, the thing about Windsor is there's been a lot of construction with rain dance, so our numbers are off slightly. They don't quite tell the whole picture, in my opinion. But it's still good to see what's going on here. So let's keep moving along. The sales price. So this is the median sales price for Windsor. For the townhomes and the condos, the median sales price was $434,500, which is up 18.1%. So when you hear people say prices are coming down, or you're not gonna, if you put your house on the market, you're not gonna get what you want. We're actually 18% above 1 year ago. So that's a huge amount of appreciation. So that hasn't deteriorated to a point that I'd have any concern with that at this point. And then the single family homes at median sales price was $617,438, which is up 15% from last year. So again, a big increase in year over year sales. Those prices are staying steady. There's a lot of demand to live in Windsor, so things are looking good on that. Okay, so, and then the percentage, this is always a stat that I love to watch, especially in the last year and a half where people have been going 10% above the asking price. This is the percentage of the list price to sold price. And so on those condos, 106.2% means basically people paid 6% above the asking price. That is up 6.2% from last year. So it's actually telling us that from 1 year ago till now, demand and prices above asking price on condos and townhomes is actually up a lot. But this is kind of a good look at single family homes. The number is 1.2%, 2.1%. So 2.1% above the asking price. So that's not so bad. That actually does show an increase over 1 year ago, 0.8%. But in recent months, especially in Loveland and in Fort Collins, I've been seeing 6%, 5 or 6% above. And of course, many of the more desirable homes are going for 10% or more above. So this is cooling down a little bit. We are seeing that, you're not going to have 20 offers and people going 10% above. You might have 1 or 2 offers, or instead of the house selling in a week, it might take, instead of the house selling in 2 to 3 hours like it was, now it might take a week or so. So we'll just keep an eye on that one. Okay, so now let's dive into the month's supply. So this is a stat that is basically, if with the amount of demand that there is in the market, how long would the number of homes on the market take to sell? So with these attached homes, 1 month is how much inventory there is in the market. So that's actually up 42%. So that shows us how bad things have been over the last year. We actually have some inventory now, almost 43% increase, but that only takes us to 1 month. So it took us from like 0.3 to 1. But anyways, that is a very solid indicator of the market slowing down a bit, more homes coming onto the market, them staying on the market a little bit longer. All this is very normal, and this is what you would expect. For the single family homes, it's 1.3%, which is a 30% increase over last year. So that is what we're looking at with all this. What does this really mean to you as a home buyer or a home seller? That's what's important. So we don't want to just talk about numbers, throw it out there. I see realtors posting numbers. Here's the average sales price. What's that actually mean to me? Well, as I look through this data that we just discussed, I would say that if you are a home buyer, there are many opportunities out there, more than we've had in the last year and a half, 2 years. As we saw, there are more homes available, so you have your choice. You don't have to just pick whatever's available that weekend that you're looking, and you don't have to necessarily put in an offer within the 2 hours. You might see houses that sit on the market for a week or even 2 weeks. Again, that is very normal. In a normal market, you would see a house sit on the market for a couple of weeks. So we're all getting more to a more normalized market, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing for home buyers. So you should see better opportunities there. Also, that stat on home price above 100%, you don't necessarily have to go 110% of the asking price. You could now maybe offer the asking price. So things have softened up a lot, which really benefits the home buyer. Now, before I go too far down that road, how great it is to buy a home, you're not going to believe I'm going to say this. It's actually a fantastic time to sell a home too. Yeah, I know it sounds funny, but prices, you saw that the appreciation from last year is still 15%, 18% above where we were a year ago. So there's still tons of appreciation. You're still going to sell your house. 1 month's worth of inventory on the market is great. A balanced market is 5 to 6 months of inventory. So it's a seller's market if there's less than 5 months of inventory on the market. 5 to 6 is balanced, and then over 6 months of inventory is where you have a buyer's market. So at 1.0 and 1.3, we are nowhere near a buyer's market. So it still favors the seller very heavily. So it's still a great time to sell your home. You're going to get, you maybe aren't going to get 20 offers, but you're still going to get a lot of value, a lot of appreciation in your home from the last few years. So all of that is looking good. If you have any questions about Northern Colorado real estate that you'd like to discuss, I am always available for that. You can text me at 970-203-5066. You can always hit me up at my website, which is andyhawbaker.com. I'd love to answer your questions. Have a great day.